Hi everyone, I'm Aparna and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot card spread for my darling Sagittarians. And this, by the way, is my sun sign too. And I know how Sagittarius are. They love to travel. They're always enthusiastic. They never ever give up. They always, they're the eternal optimists, right, of the zodiac. And they're ruled, of course, by Jupiter. Wow. And the minute I said that, the Wheel of Fortune. Great. So, how's everyone today, my darling Saggies? How are you feeling? I hope you're all good. This is going to be a general reading, so not all the messages are going to resonate with you. But if they do, just claim the reading. I want you to also check your sun, moon, your rising, and your Venus for all things related to love. So, I'm going to take one more card and then I'm going to tell you what I have. Okay, there we go. Okay, my darling Saggies, right in front of me. You have a lot of wands. And of course, you did have the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. Let's start with this. Why not? The Wheel of Fortune for me is a very, very positive card. It is Jupiter ruled, and Jupiter rules you, my darling Saggies. This is a card of change, of a change of a cycle. You know, it's a wheel, so it's something that has been going round and round and round. But this is a positive shift in direction. This is tremendous luck, fortune. You can just imagine, my darlings, this huge wheel where every time you spin it, there is something that you can gain. So, of course, you know, Jupiter is a larger than life energy, and it is the biggest benefic, right? So when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it tells me that we are in our element, my darling Sagittariuses. We are in our power because Jupiter rules us, and the Wheel of Fortune is unexpected good fortune, second chances of what you thought you lost, fated luck, destiny. It's like the wheel is going to turn in our favor. Yay! Not a bad card. But the other two cards that I have are making me wonder what the hell. So, one is a 10 of Wands. Okay. 10 of Swords. Oh my God. I hope the wheel is going to come and remove this energy from our lives, right? So let me start with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is, of course, you know, wands are fire. So, yeah. And we are a fire sign, but the 10 of Wands is, you know, to be overwhelmed, exhausted, overburdened. What can I say? This is somebody who's bent over it. Just look at this individual, you know, he's been carrying this heavy burden on his back and just trudging along. But I somehow feel that they're very close to their goal. You know, if this was their goal and they've been walking a long path, they're very close. They're almost there. And I feel that some of my darling Saggies are feeling like they can't continue anymore. They just can't. And they're almost going to drop everything. And this card also sometimes tells me that you've been carrying this whole burden on your own. You've not been asking for help, but I think help is available. I think help is available, but you've just not asked. You've decided to carry this whole thing on your own. Now, the next card I have for you, 10 of Swords. This is an overkill, right? I mean, one sword is enough to make somebody, you know, pass out or get hurt. I mean, there are 10 swords in this person's back. And they're like kind of, you know, passed out there, you know, kind of all sad and it's not nice, right? But for me, the 10 of Swords, the only thing that I see which is positive in this card is that, and even in the 10 of Wands, is that after the 10 in tarot, there is no 11, right? This is the ending. And as you can see, it's very dark here right now. This person is lying down with these 10 swords in their back. But, sun is rising in the background. This is the ending of a very, very hard situation, one that had you completely down and out. And both these cards, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords, tells me that yes, this is an overkill of burdens, of hurt, of pain. In fact, I hope none of you are having some kind of backache, because both these cards, this individual is bent over here, carrying too much, and this person is like flat out on their backs with those swords, you know. So this is the worst. But let me go back to the first card I had for you, the wheel, my darling. So if this is where you are right now, where you feel nothing could get worse, like I told you, there is no 11. The 10 breaks down to a 1, a new start. And this beautiful card, the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, is coming in to shift things in your favor. Okay, so I want to focus on this. So let me ask some more questions. Okay, what is this regarding? For the past few readings that I've been doing, even personal readings, there's a lot of stuff happening in the homes, or with, um, with, what can I say, with in close relationships. That's what I meant. Of course, it could be business alliances too, but definitely in our close one-on-one alliances, there has been a lot happening. So, okay, I'll show you the two cards that I have, my darlings. Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a card of fighting, is a card of somebody who loves to battle it out for no reason. But the swords are always your words, your intellect, your mind, And somebody in this Five of Swords energy loves to argue. I mean, they want to just fight for the sake of fighting. Their opinion is their way or the highway. And they refuse to accept any common ground. It's, like I said, their way or the highway. And if you look in the background here, my darlings, there is somebody who is not even wanting to fight, but this individual here, you can see the way he's standing there, as if to say, you know what? I'm going to get you. I am right. And this energy is not very nice to be surrounded by, right? So is there someone who has been in this energy around you, my darling Sagittarius? And the next card is Temperance. And for me, this is Archangel Michael. He is my spirit guide, and I'm so happy to share him with you. He's wonderful. This is also the card which tells me that this is your card again, okay? So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance coming out. Both these are your cards, my darling Sagittarius. I want you to remember this. So the Temperance coming out here is trying to tell you to bring about a balance and a moderation. So for me, this is also about healing. So has there been some tremendous situation in your life, whether personal, I'm going to ask if it's personal, or your work life, which has made you feel like it cannot get worse? You have been put out, either you've been overworking, because for me, this card is also about you being forced to, take a break, because this person is out on their back. They cannot move. Something has put you in this energy of tremendous fighting, this energy of somebody wanting to battle all the time, and Temperance coming in. This is telling me that the Jupiter energy is very, very strong in this reading. And as you know, I think sometime after the 15th, this beautiful planet, this biggest benefic of the skies, is going to be moving ahead. So I'm hoping that there will be some resolution to any kind of conflicts that we're going through. And these two cards coming out, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiterian, and Temperance, which is your card, and you are ruled. And this is Archangel Michael. I think these energies are all around you, and the wheel is just waiting to kick in. So whatever it is that you feel that there is an excess in your life, whether it is in your work life, whether it is in your work life or whether it is in your love life. Just need to temper it down and bring some balance. I'll show you the cards that I have, and it tells me that. Okay, Three of Swords. This is heartbreak. This is betrayal. This is somebody stabbing you, your heart, or breaking your heart, my darling Saggies. Have you been dealing with somebody who's been really fighting with you over and over again, breaking your heart? This is also a card for me of somebody who's betrayed you, um, backstabbing. And again, let me go back to this card where you're down on your back. Has somebody stabbed you in the back in a relationship? And again, the Five of Pentacles. Fives are always a number of imbalance, when there is no balance. And as you can see, there are two people here outside. It's cold, they're not covered well. So they're cold, they're not taken care of. They feel abandoned. They feel abandoned in a situation. And inside, the so-called house, or whatever they feel, thrown out of it. I almost feel like these two people have been thrown out of a very, very comfortable place. And they almost feel out and abandoned on the streets without anybody taking care of them. And this again brings me back this card, the Ten of Wands, where you see this individual. There is again a house or some kind of a, mansion here, and he's on the outside carrying all this. And this card again, Five of Pentacles, is again, you see this house lit up warm. There is a fire burning inside. And these two people are on the outside. There has been something which has made you feel like you are on the outside. And I just want to know what this is about, just to get some added information. Okay. I have your two cards for you, my darlings. Wow. Okay, the Devil. Are you dealing with a Capricorn? It's a very toxic energy. For me, the Devil, look, uh, in the classic sense, the Devil is something which is an addiction, which is a bad habit, which is, somebody overdoing something. And the Temperance card, which has come out earlier, which for me is, of course, the card of you. It's your card. It's a Sagittarius card, and it's a card of Archangel Michael. Something has to be brought into balance, which is totally out of balance, because the Devil is something that is on and on and on and on. And as you can see, these people are chained. They are chained. And they do not know how to break this. But you do know that Archangel Michael is one of the archangels who is adept at helping you cut cords, my darling Sagittariuses. Please ask Archangel Michael to come in and help you cut these chains, which make you feel bound to a toxic situation. And again, this brings me back to the wheel, because I was telling you the wheel is something that has been going on and on and on and on. And if the Devil comes out with it, has it been a toxic cycle that you felt bound to? Because as you can see, the people here are in bondage. And if this is the case, the Wheel of Fortune, Archangel Michael stepping in, can definitely help you cut these chains. Do not worry, my darling Sagittarius. Now, I have your next card, but I want to take one more card to understand what this is about. I'll take one more. I don't know why these cards just keep coming up. And I'm just amazed as to how many times this card has come out in reverse. This is the Alchemist. Now, this is the Magician. So I think the Magician is an Aquarian card. Upright, The magician is somebody who can do magic. You know, the alchemist in this deck, this is the Illuminati. This is somebody who can, I mean, who does, you know, who can turn the lead into gold. So if this was upright, this is telling you that whatever you feel is heavy in your life is about to be transformed, and you are going to be given the tools, you know. And what are your tools? As you can see here, there is a sword, there is a pentacle, there is a cup, and there is a wand. Each of them is an element. One is your passion. One is your thoughts, your brain power, your intellect. One is your heart energy. And of course, one is your words. So you have all the elements to create magic in your life and to transform a situation which is heavy, which is like the devil energy, into something which is beautiful and light. Now, when this comes in reverse, now I want you to imagine this in reverse, where you or somebody has been using all the powers that they have to trick you. And the reason I use the word trick, Seven of Swords. Spent this card. This card coming along with the Alchemist in reverse tells me you are dealing with a trickster on steroids, my darling Sagittariuses, because the Devil card here, along with all this, with the Seven of Swords and the Alchemist in reverse, somebody has been trying to make a fool out of you. Somebody has been trying to cheat you. And I feel this individual has probably made you feel like you're not good enough in something. This person could have treated you very badly, made you feel like you have no chance to break out of this cycle. And they have used everything in their power to keep you chained. Maybe they have tried to tell you that, you know, you will not make it without them. They have been giving you some spiel in a very sneaky way. And for me, swords are, of course, your words. So they're your thoughts. So have they been filling your minds with thoughts that you're not good enough, that you need to be tied to them? Whatever way possible, they've kept you in bondage. I want you to know that if they have done that to you, I know it's starting to feel heavy. You feel that you cannot take this anymore. You feel it. And you also feel betrayed. Something tells me that you have found something out. Let me ask another question. And before I take another card, I want to tell you, do not forget, Temperance is here to bring a balance in this. As you can see, Archangel Michael is, you know, from both these cups, he's kind of mixing, you know. So understand that he's trying to settle down all the things which seem to be really up and down in your life right now, and the wheel. He is going to move this wheel in your favor. What you thought you were stuck to is going to be released from you. I would really request you, my darling Sagittariuses, because this reading has the devil, this reading has the Seven of Swords, this reading has the Three of Swords. So there is something that you're chained to, and I would want you to please call on Archangel Michael to help you break this toxic cycle that you're stuck in. But I want you to know that the Wheel of Fortune showing up here, which is also a cycle, is telling you that you are going to break free from this toxic wheel or cycle that you've been going through on, and divine help is available for you. I'm going to ask. High Priestess. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. How beautiful is that? Look at these cards. Let me talk about the High Priestess first, my darling Sagittarius. The High Priestess is a card. She's the moon goddess for me. The High Priestess is spiritual, esoteric wisdom, your intuitive knowledge. It could also be secrets coming to light. It could also be a third person. Now, I have not got any cards to tell me whether it is a personal relationship of yours, could be a marriage, a partnership, or something related to your work. Either of the situations, if we take that there is a third person involved, and the Seven of Swords coming up earlier tells me that somebody has tried to sneak or somebody has tried to cheat you out of something. And again, before I forget, the Three of Swords here also could be a third person, right? So I want you to understand that it's possible that these cards coming together, the Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, and the High Priestess. Some secret is going to come out if there has been a third person in your relationship, for sure. But on the other hand, I also want you to understand the other meaning of this beautiful card. It is telling you that you are deeply connected with the divine. It's like your third eye is open. This is a Neptunian energy. This is the moon goddess, right? The high priestess. This means that the veil is parted, and you are able, my darling Sagittarius, to receive knowledge, information via your intuition. I want you to trust your inner guidance. And the reason I say that you will be given answers, maybe in your sleep, maybe in when you sit in meditation or when you sit down calmly with yourself and ask questions as to what you should do. The reason I say that to you is because the Ace of Swords. This is new ideas, new intellectual ideas. Your mind is feeling sharper, clearer. It's like the fog has gone. See, now the high priestess is going to give you the power of intuition, which is going to bring in to focus the Ace of Cups, which is clear thinking. I want you to trust your inner guidance and your intuition. This is going to just remove all the fog that you've had about a situation, whether it is your work, whether it is related to your home life, whether it is related to a relationship that you're in. I want you to know that even though you have some kind of an inkling that there is either a third person involved, somebody is trying to pull a fast one on you and cheat you, somebody has tried to fool you and keep you stuck in a karmic cycle, in a wheel that seems to be going on and on and on. The high priestess is coming in to tell you to trust your inner guidance on this. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is your card, and Archangel Michael are both here. I want to show you that card again, one more. I want to show you the Archangel Michael card for me, which is Temperance. They're available to you to help you cut these bonds. The minute you receive your inner guidance, be open to it, my darling Sagittarius, it's coming. The wheel will shift in your favor. Fated events, information, luck, destiny are all coming to the forefront for you in your life. Archangel Michael is going to step in himself and help you cut these karmic bonds and set you free. I promise you. I promise you. I'm going to take some more angel answer cards, my angel and crystal cards, just to get some extra information for you, just to see if I can give you some added knowledge. And today, I don't know why, I'm going to use my fairy oracle cards too. They're so pretty. Hold on, my darling Sagittarius. I know this, the devil, and the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Alchemist in reverse. Not fun. Let me ask some guidance for my darling Sagittarius, please. I'll take another card. I have it here. All right. I'll take another one. Okay. I'll take these three. All right. So Your first card is, you'll understand what I mean when I say this to you. It's a Charoite, spiritual protection. This is Archangel Michael saying, hello, I'm here. So, spiritually protected. Let me read your message. Spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Just remember this. You are protected. Your prompts and your inner guidance is coming from a higher power. Please believe it and believe that you are being protected. Do not be scared of the devil energy that has made you feel, in bondage. Archangel Michael, your angels are watching you and they will come and whack those cords, all right? Spiritual protection. Second one, the diamond. See how pretty this is. Value your self-worth. Yes, I know there has been somebody, okay, who's been using their swords, their words, to make you feel lesser than and to scare you into believing that if you leave this connection, you are going to be nowhere. No, that's not true. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. Look at this, beautiful. The first one is spiritual protection. You are God's precious gem, my darling Sagittariuses. And let me give you your last beautiful message from your angels. This is a malachite, and this is prosperity. You know what I feel? Being stuck in this particular cycle, whether it was out of fear of losing someone or the fear of losing money, your angels are telling you not to be scared to walk away. Prosperity, there is a positive shift in your flow of divine support. The one word which is very loud and clear in these three cards is the divine protecting you. You are protected. You are protected. Do not be scared. Value your self-worth. Stand up for yourselves, my darling Sagittariuses. And you are God's precious gem. Yeah. Last one is prosperity. I think the minute you bring these two into play, which is, the first is, of course, believing that the divine is protecting you and break those cords. They will break it for you. Standing up for yourself, your self-worth. This is what brings in the wheel of fortune, my darlings. Prosperity on all levels. More power to you, my darling Saggies. Take a fairy oracle card for you, just to see what else I can give you. Because, oh my God, this is matching my top. These are pretty big cards. This is one. Let me take another one. Let me take another one, please, for my darlings. Righty then. There we go. First, I have for you moon energy. This is like the high priestess, right? The energy of the moon, Neptunian. Look how pretty this is. Let me read your message. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm your emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. I want you to know that peace, health, joy are all within your reach, my darling Sagittarius. Second is life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. This is telling you to let go of the devil energy which has kept you in bondage. Help is available to you. Stand up for yourself, what my darling Sagittarius. If somebody has compromised, your self-worth, minimized you, made you feel lesser than, it's time to say goodbye and call on your angels for help. They are available to you 100%. And the minute you call them, they will step in. I guarantee you this, my darling Sagittarius. So, with this, I'd like to close. If you've enjoyed your reading, my darling Sagittariuses, please give me a thumbs up. And I would love you to be a part of my YouTube channel. I hope to see you again soon. This too shall pass. Stay strong. Until next time, bye, Saggies. See ya.